Have you ever wondered what would happen if the sun rose from the west? Picture this. Every morning, like clockwork, our bright, warm sun peeks over the horizon, but instead of coming up in the east, it rises in the west. It's been a constant for millions of years, the sun greeting us from the east, ushering in the start of a new day. But let's play a game of what if. What if, in a twist of events, our sunrise decided to switch things up a bit? Imagine if, instead of the usual, the sun decided to rise from the west. Would it still be the same warm, bright sun we know? Would our mornings feel different? It's a fascinating thought, isn't it? A little playful, a bit mind-boggling, but entirely engaging. So let's embark on this journey of imagination, exploring a different reality. Imagine waking up one day and everything's reversed. Can you picture the sun greeting us from the west? But wait, what would happen to our nature? Imagine a world where sunflowers are spinning in the opposite direction to follow the sun. Yes, you heard it right. If the sun rose from the west, plants would have to adapt to a new direction of sunlight. They would have to twist and turn to catch those warming rays. And it's not just the plants. Animals, too, would be all topsy-turvy. You see, many animals use the sun to navigate. Birds flying south for the winter, butterflies migrating, even ants finding their way back to the anthill. They all use the sun as their compass. So if the sun suddenly decided to pop up in the west, it would be like telling them to go left when they should be going right. And what about those creatures of the night, like owls and bats? They would be completely bamboozled. Their night might become day, and their day might become night. Talk about a mixed-up world. Our nature would have to flip its schedule. Now, what about us? How would our lives change if the sun rose from the west? Let's imagine for a moment. Our houses, most of them are designed with the sun rising from the east in mind. So, if the sun decides to switch things up, we might have to rethink our window placement, right? And what about our daily routines? We're used to waking up to the sunrise and going to bed when it's dark. How would we adjust if the sun greeted us good morning from the west? Maybe we'd have breakfast at sunset? Or would dinner become the first meal of the day? Moving around could get confusing too. We've always been told that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. That's how we figure out directions sometimes. But with the sun rising from the west, we might need new compasses. We would live in a topsy-turvy world, wouldn't we? But can the sun really rise from the west one day? Well, let's think about it. You see, our Earth spins like a top, but not randomly. It spins from west to east, and that's why the sun appears to rise from the east every morning. Now imagine if our Earth decided to be a little naughty and started spinning from east to west. Then yes, the sun would rise from the west. But don't get too excited just yet. You see, according to the rules of the universe, or what we call the laws of physics, our Earth can't just change its spinning direction. It's like trying to turn a moving swing around mid-swing. It's simply not possible. So even though it's a fun idea to think about, we can be pretty sure that our sun will keep popping up from the east, giving us a fresh new start every single day. So while it's fun to imagine, our sun will keep rising from the east, making every day a new beginning.